Hey YouTube, it's Nerdcat for the final Nerdtastic Halloween episodes. This is my broken baby doll, and let's get into it. So I've already done my concealer and foundation like always. I'm now going in with a shimmery light brown color for the lids of my eyes. With this eye look, you want to keep it very neutral tones. So then I highlighted with a cream white just to bring those neutral, kind of a neutral smoky eye, because this is a doll. Then I just go in with a little bit more of the brown just so that it's darker where the crease is and lighter where the eyebrows are. Then I just dust a little bit of shimmering eyeshadow just to give it a little bit of sparkle, because if you've noticed, doll eyes have a little gleam and shine to them. Then I'm just outlining my waterline with some brown eyeshadow. I know most doll looks have white eyeliner, but that actually makes my eyes look a lot smaller, so I only went in the corner of my eye to make my eyes look a little bigger. This is up to you. White eyeliner might work better for you than my brown, but it's up to you. Now I'm using my favorite technique, which is taking a damp or wet angled brush and dipping it into my black eyeshadow to make my own liquid eyeshadow. And I'm making a small cat eye look, or winged look, however you want to say it. So I go in with a little bit of concealer to kind of shape the wings, because one side is always longer or sharper than the other. So I use the concealer to help, fix those small areas. Then I'm going in and putting a half the length of the first wing and putting it right under. I'm making these smaller wings right under the big wings to give it that look of fake eyelashes. Then I just go in with my normal voluminous mascara. Wow, that's hard to say. And I'm doing it on the bottom and top lashes to make them look a little more spread out and a little more doll-like. Now for the stitches, I'm just going in with some liquid black eyeliner on as a marker, and I obviously drew too long. It really depends on how long you want your stitch line to be. I drew one side a little too long, so I just went in and wiped it away and fixed it with some more cover up. Then after you've figured out where you want your lines, just add stitches. Super easy. You can do super detailed stitches, but this one I was just doing a quick, easy baby doll, so I just did simple straight stitches. Then I decided, which doesn't actually make sense in the long run, but I decided to add cracks to my baby doll. I'm going to call them paint cracks. You can call it a mistake, but whatever. So when you're drawing cracks, just make if you want bigger cracks, then you're going to make a shape with your eyeliner. Then you're going to color it in, but make sure you have a gap on one side to show skin, or to make it look like there is a space where the crack is. And when you're doing smaller cracks, make sure they spider out of where your main source is, and then as they spider out and branch off, they get fainter in color. Remember when you're doing cracks to have fun with it? There are times when there are too many cracks, but at the same time, this is your creation. So if you want to fill the entire face with giant gaping holes and spidery cracks everywhere, then go ahead and do it. I personally like doing 2 big holes and a couple of cracks on the face, and then I later continue it down to the neck because it felt a little bare where my neckline of my dress was. But all up to personal preference. Now for my lips, I'm just going in with a dark red liquid lipstick, and I'm doing it so that I'm making a very small lip. I'm not drawing in my entire mouth. I'm just doing the cupid's bow, very rounded, and then a little bottom piece to my bottom lip. I want it to look kind of like I'm always puckered a little bit, because doll lips are not full, or the classic doll lips are not very full. They're very small and kind of puckered looking. So I wanted to keep with that theme. I chose low pigtails because it seemed the most appropriate for the look and the dress, as well as the fact that it let me cover a good portion of my face, because as you could see, there was a lot of blotting on my left eye, and that is because my eye was tearing and ruining the makeup. Because my bangs were there, I was able to cover that up. Pro tip. Or lazy amateur tip. Whatever you want to call it. Anyway, to the neck crack, I decided it needed to go there because I was going to wear a choker with stitch marks on it, but I couldn't find it, so I felt very open and naked on my neck because there wasn't anything there and it felt like it was disconnected to the face. So I just went in with the same technique of drawing a shape and then coloring it in and having cracks spider out from it. This is totally optional. I just thought it actually tied in the look a lot better than just my face being painted and me wearing a dress. I also made some of the branching out cracks a little bit darker than others to make it look like there is some depth in some of the cracks. This gives a good variety to your cracking. Now I'm just going in with a pink blush to one side of my cheeks and then a little bit where the hole is, so it looks like right where the hole meets is still pink, as if the paint just chipped right off of that cheek. And here's the final makeup. I just paired it with a simple baby doll style t-shirt dress and I was ready to go. Anyway, that's it for this Nerdtastic Halloween. I hope you guys have enjoyed these videos and maybe learned a few tips and tricks along the way. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. As always, stay nerdy, my friends. Later.